Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Serial Experiments Lain episode 11. So, last time we had God is here, and Lain is trying to tear him down by or at least she ousted the names of all the knights, which allowed this other group that is against the Wired gaining as much power to go and make it all seem like a bunch of suicides and stuff like that, killing them all. So now the only believer left is Lain, and she is trying to, take him down as this so-called god, right? We also had the father come in and talk to her, about how they've been playing house with her. We had Masami telling her that she was born in the Wired, and I had my theories regarding that I talked about last episode. Um, it was definitely a fascinating episode, one where I felt like a lot of pieces kind of came together, but still left a lot of theories open to, the possibility of being, what really is true or not. Like, was she really born in the Wired? Is she was everyone manipulated to just think she was born in the Wired, right? And what does Masami want from her? Why is he so interested in Lain and wanting Lain to it almost seemed like he wanted Lain to ascend to the similar godhood that he's at, but why would he want someone to have like equal power to him? I'm not quite sure if that's exactly what he wanted, but that was some of the vibes I got of like, of him telling her to like embrace this power and stuff. Like, is he lonely and he wants someone else of like equal footing, or I don't know. It's certainly fascinating. Maybe we will learn more in the coming episodes. But we are getting close to the end here. Actually, I need to be starting a poll for what replaces this show because we only have a couple more episodes. So keep an eye out for that. I will probably be trying to get that out soon. So I'll try to get the link in the description of this video. Unfortunately, because of my early access and everything, it's possible that this might be the only chance that you guys get to vote. We'll see. What I might do is I might try to get this out very soon, like maybe like a couple days from now, and then that way, I might set it to like 3 weeks because I think I am ahead like 1 or 2 episodes past what I release on my Patreon, so it puts me like really far ahead. So I have the time to be able to run this. So I'll like do the math and figure out like when I need to have this all done and when I need the poll to be done and try to run that. So that way when this gets released to YouTube to you guys past the early access, you still have a chance to, hear this and get to the poll. So anyway, let's get started with episode 11, shall we? All right, we're going to start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Excuse me, sorry. My throat, for some reason. I did a little bit longer of a video before this where I laughed a lot, and now my throat's dying. Excuse me. Man. I am excited to learn more and worried with having 3 episodes left counting this one, how much we're going to learn. I almost feel like, I mean, unless they throw more in that confuses me even more, which is possible, I do feel like I like the theories that I've come up with, and I'm almost okay if it were to end soon without really confirming any of them. But I just gotta wait and see how it ends. Because if like something else happens that like blows all of those other theories out of the water, then I'm like, oh wait, now I'm just really lost, you know. But maybe some of this will just confirm some of those other theories rather than making more confused. But we'll find out. No sense speculating on what we may see. Alright, starting off in the street again. Oh, not very long though. Ooh. What does it mean? Connecting all in. Infornography? Is that even a word? Probably is. Hmm. Nothing as ambiguous as memory. No family there to do the dishes for her, take care of her messes. A bunch of like takeout cups and stuff. Easy like quick meals. Just her clothes thrown about, not taken care of. What are you up to, Lain? What are you doing? Rocking out with a electric guitar? Inconvenient body. Hmm. Shit. Was that when the people were killed there? Or is that like something more current that's going on? Hmm. Oh. I feel like we're back into the trippy territory. Yeah, we're kind of like going back through some of the events. Nothing so ambiguous as memory. So are these not memories? Like, was Lain actually there, or was she not? So she interacted a bit with Chisei before she killed herself? Hmm. I love you. Oh. Oh, that freaking creepy laughing Lain. So unsettling. It's crazy that kids are allowed in a club like that. Did we see that scene? We might have. Psych chip. I just started to break my own brain with a theory. Talk about it. Discussion, I guess. I was sitting here like trying to process this stuff, and it made me think. Like kind of seeing Lain like at a lot of these points, it just ugh. Peeping Tom. It's like a psychedelic recap episode. Ugh, hated that one. Masami? Aliens. That's the answer. Man. It's crazy because I feel like I like a show like this doesn't show like all of these things, having like the recaps a little bit with like Lain potentially like being there and experience a lot of these things without a reason. But I can't like quite figure out the reason for it yet. But I also am having a hard time understanding like the context. Like, is our current Lain actually like going back and just through like memories kind of thing? Jeez. That was like before they erased the memories, right? Hmm. Like crazy music we've been listening to this whole time. This love needs you. Whoever heard that Alice Love before? I almost feel like I'd recognize that from another show, but maybe it's something from this show. Look at all the power lines going to the house too. Yeah, so did she just like run through the wired and kind of like re-experience like all of the things that have happened up to this point? Oh shit, he's back. Shit. Hmm. Interesting. Once again, going into that thing of is Lain real? Does she have a physical body or does she not? Is she just an entity that thinks she has a physical body and manipulates the memories around her? You know, I don't know. Oh shit. She's seen some wired shenanigans in the world. Excuse me. All the things, just coughing, yawning. Just once, okay. It was just the one time. Who are you? That guy? Trying to entice her to kill herself? Hmm. What is this? Just craziness. I have another crazy theory. So those rumors got out anyway? Even, like, because they already, like, wiped the aspect of Lain doing it, right? Which means that the rumors about Arise got out anyway. Ugh. Why is it so creepy? It's the alien again. Oh. Oh, Lain, what are you doing? Lain is the alien. Hmm. Okay, so we're back to a situation where it was her that did it before the memory wipe? Huh. Interesting. Did her... Did Arce's outfit change? No, never mind. I thought in one of the scenes her like striped shirt was like a full on like dress and her like tan skirt wasn't there. It was just like a full dress all the way down. Oh, that's one of the scenes we saw, wasn't it? Of her saying I'm scared and crying like that. Interesting. So did Lain see a little bit of the future in one of those scenes maybe? Or was it a different moment with her saying she's scared? Oh Jesus. Hmm. Being eighth grader, Jesus. I mean, it's just a rumor, though. That's the kind of shit that can ruin someone if it's not true. If it's not true. If it is true, something should be done about that. Hmm. The rumors aren't there anymore. But she's still aware. Is it Lain? So, so intense, so creepy. Can you imagine from like Arasu's perspective what it might be like? Ugh, that face. I see why you don't smile more, Lain. Ugh. Wow, okay. Trippy! It's another one of those episodes where I'm not quite sure what I saw, but I have a couple theories. First being, they talked last episode about being omnipresent in the Wired. Now, when you talk about an entity being omnipresent, that usually means that they are capable, like, I think it means that they are capable of being, like, at any point or all points, right? If they're omnipresent, I think. So, like, I was thinking about that. If Lain eventually becomes omnipresent, it's almost like maybe the Lain that was being like talked about earlier on the show is actually the Lain that our Lain is becoming, if that makes sense. Like future Lain becomes omnipresent, and then because they're omnipresent, they can then go back in time to like do these different manipulations, and that's why there's two lanes potentially. Um and it's just like showing how much Lain has changed and stuff. Let me look up. I'm actually curious to know the definition of omnipresent to make sure I'm thinking about it the right way. Omnipresent. Present everywhere at the same time. That is it, guys, by the way, for episode 11. But yeah, in the context of God for omnipresent, it's present everywhere at the same time. So I think to me that means it's possible that we could be seeing the origins of Lain developing these powers as we're going through the show, and then this other Lain is just like future Lain that has changed and developed all these powers, going back and like messing with things. I don't know for sure, but um, the only things that I really like kind of grasp this episode is, I mean, obviously where Masami was talking about uploading an emulator of the Navi into her brain. So it's almost like she downloaded like all of the internet into her brain kind of thing. Like it might be a similar idea to that. And the fact of calling her like a software, which could be like instead of a hardware, which is like, I feel like that's just another way of Masami saying what he's always said of like, you don't have a body, you're not real, you know, kind of thing. And it's just using the terms of a computer. You know, like hardware would be your body, software would kind of be like your brain, your mind, you know, and stuff like that. Your mind and your personality and everything. And he's saying that, you know, she is software. I just wonder if there's more to what he's saying other than just like, you know, is Lain real or is she not? You know, it's definitely one of those like fascinating things. But one of the things that I was thinking about as well as we were going through the episode is these people that are being like coerced to kill themselves like towards the beginning of the show or maybe throughout the show in different ways. But we definitely at least had Chisei and then the other kid with the gun that were kind of like, he said that it was Lain that led him to do it kind of thing. And it made me wonder like, is it is there something special about Lain, or is Masami trying to get more minds uploaded into the Wired by having them like killed or something? And he's manipulating people to do that, like to kill themselves, and maybe what's happening to Lain is something that happened to other people as well, where Masami just does these fucked up things, make them so confused, make them so crazy, and then entices them to kill themselves, so maybe they'll actually do it. Like, what if Chisei also had a similar experience where she, like, was mixing reality and encountered Masami, and what if she went on the same journey, and this is just Masami's, like, trick that he does to get people to kill themselves? It'd be a very elaborate trick, you know, making them think that their family is fake, you know, making their friends, like, turn on them and all that. Like, I wonder, I think it's far fetched, and I don't think it is true. But what if that was the case where everything, like basically everything we've seen that happened since episode 1 to Lain, happened to Chisei, and we saw the end of Lain's journey within Chisei kind of thing, where it's just going to end with Lain killing herself and going into the Wired kind of thing, just like Chisei did. But I don't know. It's, at this point, I don't even know if Chisei really is in the Wired, or if it's just Lain, like, because supposedly Chisei was sending all these messages after her death and everything, and it's like, was that really Chisei in the Wired doing it, or was it just Lain fucking with everyone? At this point, I don't really know. Or Masumi fucking with everyone. I'm really not sure. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, this episode kind of went like a bit over my head. Like I don't like we went through like a recap of a lot of events where Lain, some of them Lain was there, some of them Lain wasn't there like originally when we saw them, and yet she was there this time. And then we had her like downloading the Navi and taking in all that information. So the only thing I can think of is that recap we saw was her taking in that information, so she kind of re-experienced a lot of the things since the start of the show that happened and saw them in maybe like a different context and everything. But then like after all that, she decided to go and like try to fix the rumors, which I thought were already fixed about Arasu and the teacher and all that. But apparently Arasu still thought it was Lain. But I thought we already dealt with that situation, and it's like, so why was that situation back? Why are we back to that? I thought it was already handled when she like deleted those memories or whatever from the people. I don't know. So it's like this episode definitely opened up a bit more confusion, and not in the realm of like, I mean, it kind of had like a briefly new theory with like the whole omnipresent idea, and the idea of like, what if other people went through a similar thing that Lain did, and it's all just a method to get people to kill themselves. But I don't feel like either of those are really like fully solid theories. I feel like they're kind of like half baked, just like I tossed them out there just in case, but I don't really know that they're gonna be a thing. But other than that, I think this is one of those episodes that I'd have to like see someone talk about that like really knows the show and has really like psychoanalyzed everything. So, but yeah. That being said, I don't really have much more to say because I just don't know what I saw. Hopefully, maybe the next couple episodes will clear things up a little bit, maybe. But yeah, I think that'll be it for me, guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. You can see more content from me on there, all kinds of good stuff, and it supports me in what I do here. I very much appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.